So yesterday when I was crambling into bed, I saw the devastating news that is Fable has apparently been delayed until 2026. Apparently it was announced on an Xbox podcast, which I think in its own right is weird. Because if you look at the video here, there's all of this shit before it, and then they kind of just seem to slot it in at the end. Now, I haven't watched up to this point, but this is apparently where the announcement comes along. But before that, they did a whole thing on Avowed. They did a whole thing on South of Midnight, Ninja Gaiden 4, whatever the fuck that is, or Expedition 33, doing the Dark Ages. So they talked about, actually, basically all the stuff that we got at that developer expo, plus Avowed. And then they talked a little bit about multi-platform releases. And then they just kind of stick this delayed announcement on the end. I think it's weird. Let's watch it.
Well, there's
See what
one
they have to say
other
about
highly
it.
anticipated game that people would be very excited about that we haven't talked about yet, and that's Fable.
Yes.
So where are we at with Fable?
So I just want to start with really excited about progress, really excited where Playground are. We previously announced the date for Fable as 2025. We are actually going to give Fable more time, and it's going to ship in 2026 now. And while I know that's not maybe the news people want to hear, what I want to assure people of is that it's definitely worth the wait. Yeah, I have unequivocal confidence in the Playground team. If you think about their history and legacy for Forza Horizon, last two games.
This is the most contrived shit ever, isn't it? It's like a job interview. Do you know when you plan a response to a question in a job interview, but when you're saying it, you're trying to make it sound like it wasn't pre-planned. That's what's going on here.
Critically acclaimed, 92 Metacritic,
award-winning,
beautiful, played great. And just what they're bringing to Fable as a franchise, just think of the visuals of what you expect of Playground games, plus, amazing gameplay, British humor, Playground's version of Albion, so inspired by what's gone before with the franchise, but, their take in quite frankly, the most beautifully realized version of Albion you've ever seen.
Is it a new Fable or remake of the OG? It's a brand new Fable game. Here's the thing. This whole situation, it's like planned. It's pre-planned. That's my take on it. I think it's totally pre-planned, and I think they knew that it was going to be delayed. When did we get that last Fable gameplay? I swear it was I can't remember exactly, but I think that we got that last Fable thing at the Game Awards in December. It was June. Xbox Showcase in June. I'm standing firm though, I still think they knew. If you're going to add a whole year onto a development cycle, how can you not know 6 months in advance? If they need an extra 2 weeks or an extra 2 months, I get it. But a year? Come on. They should delay it. They 100% should delay it. They should take the time that it needs to be created. But they still wanted to use it in their marketing materials. So they decided to talk about it and then push it back a year because the PlayStation release was due in 2026. So they're just going back to meet the PlayStation release so that it all comes out at the same time. That's one of the things that I think. I also think that potentially they're thinking maybe we shouldn't release it at the same time as GTA 6. I wouldn't like to think that that's a thing that video game creators would do, because it's kind of shitty if you do that, if you push back a game because of another game that's coming out. But I think it's possible. But hopefully it means that we're going to get a good finished game out of them.
The elements, I played some of the quests, I played some of the combat, I played a boss battle, I've used magic. It felt amazing.
That combat actually really fucking does it for me. There's
Very
nothing
careful.
better than a little dodge. And if it's got a parry as well, this is the game for me.
But I don't spoil anything.
Watch
Ralph
it.
from the team
Watch
won't
the little
forgive me
dodge.
if I
I like
spoil
that
something,
spin
but
dodge.
I played some of the city elements. I played some of the quests. I played some of the combat. I played a boss battle. I played
Even just
great.
seeing the cinematics and then cutting to the actual fight over here, it's gorgeous. You can barely tell the difference, which is such a seamless transition.
Yeah. It's very real. Everything you're seeing here is very playable.
Everything you see here is very playable, apparently.
More than that, I'm very excited.
What do you mean? It's a fucking game. Of course it's playable. Unless he's trying to say that this isn't just CG, that this is all gameplay. And so everything that you're seeing is in-game. What?